Hi everybody, Dacob here. Welcome back to Totally Dacob. Today I'm so excited to take you along with me to the world premiere of Masters of the Universe in Hollywood at the TCL Chinese Theatre. Thank you, Mattel, for inviting me. Let's go have a look. So exciting. I am sewing together the back of this shirt with one hand, might I add, because using the other to film. Now I have to go through here a couple of times to tighten the stitch. There you go. Perfect. Look, this is what you do in the prop department, costume department. It has to look good on camera. It does not need necessarily to be haute couture. So we're gonna cut it now. And yes, this is the classic He-Man 80s cross. Oop, where is it? There it is. And we're getting ready for the world premiere of Masters of the Universe, the movie. We've waited since 1987 and now we're back. Sorry, Nicholas Galitzine, I know your He-Man looks slightly different, but I'm going for the vintage, okay? Although I'm really looking forward to your performance. I'm gonna cut this little bit as well, but I have tied Skeletor to this shirt, which, look at all of these gorgeous crosses. The He-Man cross, who knew? Thank you to Mattel for inviting me to the world premiere. Let's see how this Skeletor looks on the lapel of this shirt / jacket on me. Here we have it. This is going to be the shirt with the tie underneath. Then we have the crosses up here. Methinks it looks pretty good. It's a brooch. Skelebrooch. Skeletor roach. No, brochator. And a little self-made Masters of the Universe bag to take to the premiere with He-Man. Attached to it, more little DIYs. And the Skeletor is on the lapel of the cross shirt. So they will be battling it out tonight. Of course they will. So what do we think? Which one of the two shoes, as we're getting ready, should I wear? Black cargo pants from Yoshi with this leather brown, kind of, I don't know. It's like a sporty mountain climbing meets City Go, black, brown, pink, and then we have the more abstract looking sneaker leather. So this is a Rick Owens, this is a Gucci, and then we got Yoshi pants. What are we thinking for the premiere? What goes better with He-Man and Spikecore? Let me know down below. I'm driving towards the Chinese Theatre right now. Now, the streets were all blocked. This was earlier in the day, right? This was the Monday, May 18th. Oh, there I am with megajayretro. Hi, megajayretro. Shout out to wonderful Masters of the Universe fan and YouTuber. This is the inside of the cinema where we were given the free popcorn. Look how gorgeous these boxes look like. They had a ton of them, as you can see. On one side of the box, you had Snake Mountain and the villains. On the other side, you had He-Man, Teela, and the good guys. Man-at-Arms was included as well. Everywhere you could look in the cinema, you had advertisements, pictures, promotional images for Masters of the Universe. I mean, it was really a special event. You could also get free drinks, tiny little plastic cups, branded Masters of the Universe with Coca-Cola, Sprite, and I think, what was the other drink? Oh, Diet Coke. What did I take? I think I had the regular Coke. There's more popcorn here. I just wanted to film as much as possible. First of all, this theater is historic and so gorgeous and beautiful. I mean, look at that ceiling. It looks very He-Man, kind of, doesn't it? Very Masters of the Universe style, even though that's just the regular style of this historic cinema. And then for the premiere, the team at MGM, Mattel, and Amazon, they brought in the costumes from the movie. So you can see here Skeletor, Evelyn, and then before we also saw He-Man and Man-at-Arms. I think it was Man-at-Arms? No, Teela. It was Teela. And then there's also the Sorceress, which is going to come a little bit later. Now, I was very curious to inspect He-Man's cross because it has that red glow in it, right? Well, it's kind of a... Obviously, couldn't touch it, but it seems and looks like a very thick, sturdy resin of sorts. And it's kind of like transparent. It has that reddish vibe to it. The boots had that extra cover, so they look like combat boots. They they looked like leather. So all of the cuffs and the body coverage was leathers and metals. This is me with my self-made little shirt that you saw me create earlier in this video. I added that Skeletor to my little cross, He-Man cross shirt. Oh, there's Man-at-Arms. So with Man-at-Arms, a ton to see there. Oh yeah, I added He-Man to the bag. Both of these, Skeletor and He-Man, were released just a couple of months prior by Mattel, just to kind of commemorate the 80s release of them. Teela, if you have the toy of Teela, you can see here in the costume, Camila Mendes worn costume, you can see that collar around the neck is very reminiscent, as well as the sword, very reminiscent of the Teela, both toy and cartoon from the 80s. Now I think we're going to get closer to that cross. You see how it reflects the light? Very fascinating. There's a lot of inscriptions in that Eternian font and alphabet, which some people have translated online, but I haven't yet myself. But there are inscriptions all around the cross, and I was very fascinated by this buckle. Now, the toy doesn't have that inscription, at least the Origins version doesn't have that inscription on the buckle. You see how around the cross there's all that text? Very interesting. Then that's me with my ticket in hand, standing in front of Teela and He-Man's costumes. As for the movie, I'm not going to spoil anything, obviously, because as I'm making this video, it's before the movie kind of releases in all cinemas, so I will respect, the very polite, demand that the director had. Demand, I mean, he was just saying, like, please, guys, don't spoil anything. So, but I can tell you this much, I really enjoyed the movie. I cried a little, I laughed a lot. There were some cringe moments too, but I loved those as well because, look, the 80s cartoon of He-Man also had cringe moments. So it just all fits perfectly. Evil Lynn's costume is insane. The amount of detail. Maybe I have a criticism for her costume. It didn't need so much detail. I think they wanted to reference a little bit the 1987 movie of He-Man and then a little bit of Evil Lynn as well. So yeah, I get it. But I would have simplified it just a smidge. The Skeletor we saw earlier was also amazing. I know we all have issues with Jared, or some of us do, but he really did a good job as Skeletor. As much as it pains me to admit it, he did, in my humble opinion. But of course, everything I say in this video is for entertainment purposes only, not rooted in truths or facts. Everything's alleged and just my opinion. Look how beautiful the interior is of this cinema. In just a few moments, we're going to hear the director of the movie talking about the movie. And hello, Mega J.
Please give a warm welcome to the Global Head of Marketing for Amazon MGM Studios, Stu McCroll, and the Head of Film Production and Development, Julie Rappaport.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome. Thank you for joining us for this very special night, the world premiere fan event of Masters of the Universe.
Now, I want to say a little bit of housekeeping. I want to say that, you guys are the first people to see this movie. So with great power comes great responsibility. You guys now have the cultural power that's usually reserved for bagging cardinals and people who run red subforms. So, I would say that if you love this movie, and come on, why wouldn't you? Please, enthusiastically tell everyone you know, go online, tell people how awesome it is. But, I do have to say, please, be cool. Don't put any spoilers online. We want everyone to enjoy this movie the way you guys are tonight, which is a pure experience. So please, don't be that guy. All right? I know you guys are because you guys are cool. You guys are here with us tonight. And look, I couldn't be more. We put everything we had into this movie, and we couldn't be prouder of it. We're so delighted that you're sharing this moment with us tonight. Thank you so much for being here. And now, yes, okay. Now, by the power of Grayskull, please sound yourselves and enjoy the show.
Let's go, Jared! Travis, thank you for Bumblebee!
Nicholas! No, Gary, up there. No, it's alright.
Well, you guys, the movie ended. We were in tears. We were laughing. We were cheering. We were smiling. It was just, it's worth watching for sure. After the movie ended, you walk out of the cinema, and this is the backside of the Castle Grayskull wall that they built, right? This, what you're seeing now, is the Chinese Theatre. I'm now filming towards the entrance of it, and then as I turn around, like I'm turning right now, this wall is the back of Castle Grayskull. Now we're going to walk through it. This is that drawbridge, or the mouth, and I'm walking through it very slowly so I can get to show you as much details as possible so you can be there like with me. And yes, they had all the smoke coming out from the sides. Look at those teeth, those fangs, the whole jaw situation going on over there. And yeah, they did light it up in red after the movie. It was not lit up in red in the beginning. And the eyes, we're going to see them later, they also had like those red beaming dots from within, just like Skeletor did. So the question is, did Skeletor take over Castle Grayskull, or what's going on? Why are the lights so like kind of glowy? And I wonder if that is like hinting at a future part 2 of this movie, which I really hope we do get. This is how tiny you are in front of Castle Grayskull. I mean, it's ginormous. The facade was just incredible. People were taking pictures. Everybody was allowed on that purple carpet in front of the entrance of Castle Grayskull as well. The purple carpet is like behind us, behind those black walls. Everybody was allowed on it after the movie. Before the movie, you needed to have a special pass for it, like either being one of the, actors, crew, or anybody who was invited for the carpet. But after the movie was done, everybody could go. So all the people were taking pictures and photos. Look at all that smoke. It feels so majestic and insanely huge. I mean, obviously video doesn't do it justice as much as, being there live, but I'm really doing my best to try to kind of pan and move left and right to show you just how it looks like. So you see all the teeth in the front of the castle as well. Now here I'm trying to film the smoke to understand like where it's coming from. And then they had those LED lights on the floor, right? Those red ones that are kind of beaming upwards. And then from the sides of the building, you can see those spotlights in red also illuminating the skull of Castle Grayskull, as well as the 2 main front towers that blend in quite well with the rest of the architecture surrounding Castle Grayskull, which is the Chinese Theatre. And then in front of the Chinese Theatre, like that whole pavement that the people are walking on top of, there's a lot of like footprints and handprints of actors, throughout history of Hollywood cinema. So kind of we are walking on history right now as I'm filming. You can see how the smoke is appearing from behind or the side of that LED installation with red lights beaming down upwards from down. The Roosevelt Hotel in the background with the ghost of Marilyn Monroe in it, also allegedly. I'm just trying to catch every angle possible of this castle. I can tell you this much without spoiling the movie. Please do not leave the cinema right after the movie ends, because You see, there you have a lot of names on the floor and footprints of actors. Please don't leave immediately after the movie is done. Wait for all the credits to end. Okay? I can tell you this much. I've counted 3 end credit scenes that are like kind of, you know, that are sprinkled throughout the end credits. So I'm not going to tell you what those scenes are. Go and watch them yourself. But, you know, do yourself a favor, because I can tell you also at the world premiere, quite a few people left before all 3 end credit scenes were shown. So if you really want to have the full experience and see all the end credit scenes, please stay till the end. The end of all the credits. Look at those 2 little red dots. You see them? In the eyes of the skull of Castle Grayskull. Yeah. That's kind of that Skeletor vibe, because like also in all the trailers we've seen of the movie, Skeletor has those 2 little red dots beaming through. And again, Jared, yeah, it was a little bit, he was the only guy who didn't get any applause at the end of the movie when his name appeared in the credits. All the other actors did. I felt a little bad because his Skeletor is really good, you guys. Just saying. So here we are on the purple carpet. And yes, that is Battle Cat. Like fully in Battle Cat attire, and people could, you know, take photos in front of it. I don't know if you could sit on that sculptural. I don't know. Nobody was allowed to sit on it. So, but I think that's why they covered Battle Cat with all the foliage, because they didn't want anybody to sit on it. Look how beautiful Castle Grayskull looks in the background, all illuminated in red in front of the Battle Cat. So that was the purple red carpet where all of the actors were giving interviews earlier on in the day before the movie started. And we were all granted access to that portion of the purple carpet after the movie. So you want to be on YouTube? Sure. Okay, so then tell us, what's your name?
My name's Carlos.
Hi, Carlos. I'm Dacob. So how did you like the movie? By the way, Carlos and I sat next to each other at the movie.
I think it was awesome. I think it was awesome. I think everybody would enjoy it. Whoever goes out and sees it. I think it was.
Did it hit all the right nostalgia chords for you?
For me, personally, it did. It did. You know, but we'll see. We'll see how people accept it. Hopefully they do, and I think it has a little bit of something for everybody.
Yeah, I had my ups and downs. Did you notice at the credits when Jared Leto's name appeared?
Nobody.
You guys, not a peep. Who got the biggest applause?
I think it was probably Idris Elba.
Yeah. Idris got the biggest applause. Yeah. And then Camila. And then Nicholas.
Yeah, for sure.
But like when Jared appeared,
Nobody.
ouch. That was ouch. But we're not spoiling anything.
No, we're not.
They very kindly asked us not to spoil it. But I can only say, you're gonna have fun. And on our way out from that really long, beautiful purple carpet, we also encountered She-Ra. And there's also Carlos taking pictures with the sword and She-Ra. Man, what an amazing evening. Great photo ops. Look at Skeletor running around. Super cute. Guys, I hope you had a lot of fun. And I hope we get to do this again very, very soon. Subscribe and thumb up the video. By the power of Grayskull, never give up on love. Thank you for having us. Good night, everybody.